Yeah, I'm muted.
Check. It's on. When it's red. One two two. Yeah. One two.
Check 1 2. Check 1 2 1 2. Check 1 2. Let's off again. Good morning. Can you hear me? Good morning, members of the CATHSSETA board. Good morning, chairperson, actually, of the board, and members of the board, members of the board committees. I also would like to greet our stakeholders that are in this place and also on the virtual platform. And let me also greet the CEO of CATHSSETA and colleagues from CATHSSETA. Thank you very much for honoring the invite to attend this important occasion. Without further ado, I'm going to ask us to stand and observe a 2 minutes of prayer or meditation. So after 2 minutes, I will give you a signal and then we can stop and start with the proceedings of the day. Shall we stand? Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We may be seated. My name is Deboho Umana, an employee of CATHSSETA. I am an executive manager for research, monitoring, and evaluation at CATHSSETA, and you are all welcome. We having the agenda before us, and on the agenda, the first item has just been dealt with, which was arrival and registration. We have as a second item the reading of the AGM meeting notice by the board secretariat. And then we have welcome and the chairperson's remarks, and this will be taken care of by the chairperson of the board. We then have the reading and approval of the previous AGM minutes held on the 1st of December 2020, and it will be done by the board secretary. We then have commemoration of gender-based violence by Ms. Matapelo Mujela. The next item would be the presentation of the annual report for the 2020-21 financial year, and that item, including the annual financial report, will be done by the CEO and the CFO respectively. And then we have presentation of the strategic plan and annual performance plan for the next financial year, and that will be carried out by Mr. Moses Mota. And then we will have a question and answer session, which will be facilitated by our chairperson of the board, and finally closing remarks by the chairperson of RAMCO, Ms. Lesirha Lesotho. May I ask that we move for the adoption of the agenda? Is there a mover?
Can the proceedings not proceed, please?
Okay, I see there are two hands on the virtual platform. Perhaps let me, if that relates to the agenda, I will have Celeste Farrant, and then I think Tamsanga will follow. Ms. Farrant, please go ahead. You are muted. All right, let's have Tamsanga then to raise an issue that he perhaps wants to raise regarding. May I also ask that we turn off our cameras and just so that there isn't any disruption if you are on the virtual platform. We can't hear anyone. I think there's no sound. Kagiso, is everything okay? Apparently, they cannot hear us. They're saying no sound.
Training.
Okay, so our IT department is working on the sound. Maybe just give me an indication of how long that would take. Would it be, say, the next 2 minutes? Okay, in the meantime, before we allow them to speak because there's no sound, perhaps for us that are sitting in this auditorium, there's just a few housekeeping issues that I would like to highlight. Firstly, I would like us to keep our cell phones on silent so that there are no disruptions at all. And yes, we do have busy schedules, so people can answer their phones outside or so, but let's keep them on silent. And then we've got sanitizers, so we can follow the COVID-19 protocols, sanitize, and I would like us to keep our masks on, please, so that we follow the protocols. And then the toilets are on the left-hand side. As one goes out through the door, you turn left and make another left, and you would be able to see the toilets or the restrooms. Thank you very much. Are we sorted with the sound issue?
Kagiso,
We
you
still
on
don't
mute.
have sound.
Can you just change that?
Can we test that? Can you hear me on the virtual platform?
I can hear you now.
They can hear me now. All right. Thank you very much. So I see that there are now 3 hands, and let me take those hands as they pertain to the agenda so that we can
Kagiso, your audio is
start
gone
with
again.
the program of the day. So the first hand that was there was of Celeste Farrant, and then we had Tamsanga Makubela, and then we have Lementia. So in that order, please, Celeste.
I think we
please
lost
go ahead.
audio once again.
Please unmute. There is still no sound. My only concern is that we can't adopt the agenda if we don't know what our stakeholders want to say pertaining to the agenda. So I'll wait upon you, colleagues, to assist.
Is there anyone from CATHSSETA on here?
Yes.
Are you contacting them regarding the sound?
No. Yeah. There's no sound. Sir. No sound not coming. Now we can hear
Please
you now.
sort that out urgently.
Okay, can you hear me now on the virtual platform? Please indicate.
Yes.
Yes, we can hear.
Oh, they're saying yes. I think they can hear me. So shall we then take those hands so that we finalize with regard to the agenda? Ms. Falland, please go ahead if you're still having your hand up. The sound is okay. Thank you very much. Okay, Mr. Tamsanga Makubela, please, it's in the chat box. Can we please check IT?
Thank you, Chair. It was connected to the audio. Thank you very much. I've lowered my hand.
All right, I see that Bernard also has his hand up. Bernard, please make your point. Thank you. Please unmute. You are muted.
I'm okay. I've lowered my hand. Now I can hear you.
We didn't get what you said.
I can hear you.
Yes, I can hear you. So please repeat what you said.
It was because of sound, but now I can hear you.
Oh, okay. Thank you very much. So I see that perhaps it was all because of sound. So can we then have a mover so that we adopt the agenda? Is there a mover for
We have
adoption?
not seen the agenda, Chair.
Please come again.
We have not seen the agenda. Remember, it was because of the commotion we couldn't hear you. Now we request the agenda to be beamed again.
All right. Thank you very much. Let me read out the agenda. So we're having as the next item on the agenda the reading of the AGM meeting notice, and that will be done by the board secretariat. We have welcome and chairperson's remarks, and that item will be taken care of by the board chairman, Mr. Tembandlovu. And then we have the reading and approval of the previous AGM minutes held on the 1st of December 2020, and that will be done by Ms. Tabang Letsietsa, the board secretary. We then have a commemoration of gender-based violence by Ms. Matapelo Mojela. That will be followed by a presentation of the annual report for the financial year 2020-21, as well as the presentation on the annual financial report. And those will be done by the CEO as well as the CFO of CATHSSETA. We then have a presentation of the strategic plan and the annual performance plan for the 2022-23 financial year. And Ms. Muta will take us through that presentation.
It disappeared again, Chair.
Please come again.
Yes, sorry, we can't hear you. The sound's gone off.
Okay, can you hear me now?
No, we still can't hear you.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
The venue people need to sort out the sound issue, Chair. We can't continue like this.
All right. My apologies for that. May I please ask the IT people to assist so that we are able to continue? Thank you very much. All right. Thank you very much. So I suggest that we adjourn for 10 minutes so while we sort out the sound system, and we really apologize for that. Please accept our profuse apologies, and then we will come back. Thank you.
Testing 1, 2. 1, 2. Mr. Bernard, please switch off your video. One, two. 1, 2, 1, 2. Testing 1, 2.
Good day, colleagues. So long while we're waiting for the sound to be fixed.
One, two. Testing 1, 2. Testing 1, 2. Can hear you. Thank you.
One, two, two, yeah, 1, 2. Can you hear me from this mic?
We can.
Oh, they can hear me also.
Can you please talk again?
One last thing we now hear.
One, two. Online, can you say anything so we can hear, if we can hear you? Anyone?
Yes, we can hear.
Okay, thank you.
Experiencing load shedding problems, and that happened because I've learned that these days when there's load shedding, even the towers are.
Because some things, yeah, you can hear us, some things you cannot. Yeah, it's possible. But I'll check